Hey everybody, welcome to this week's layout update. This is Tuesday, so I'm filming this about 4 or 5 days earlier. Kind of wanted to show you the progress. Quick Elvis update. He made it through surgery. He's doing well. He's in with mama, laying in the bed, recovering. Thank you to everybody who has donated. I'm absolutely overwhelmed and thankful that I have such great friends and neighbors, and I think even a couple of viewers have donated, so thank you very much, everybody. So let's get on to happier topics, and we'll check this out. So this piece right here in front of you, I glued this in last night, and I worked on the base where it joins the foam next to the track. I put in some dirt, I put in some rock, I put in some grass and everything. And I think it's looking pretty decent. I like it. So here tonight, maybe, or tomorrow, I will do the top, and then I'll be able to start working on the butt crack. I got this portion glued in as well. You can see what it looked like prior to adding some scenery between the track and the cut, and it's looking decent. Stop. I got my shadow out here with me. He's anytime he hears me talk, he thinks somebody's getting attention and not him. So I'm still working on some ballast here in the middle. You got some spots like right next to the rail here where it just does not want to stick and sit. So I'm still working on that a little bit, trying to touch it up to make it look really good, because this is going to be a highlight of the layout. Basically, when you walk in, you will come down the first little aisleway and see Hudson 1, Hudson 2, and this scene here. And when I put the trees in, it should blend with the green backdrop back there, and I think it's gonna look pretty good. So you can see everything, on the other side, but if you lower down the track level, absolutely, what is wrong with you? I think it's gonna look absolutely incredible. So lots of work to do. I've been working on this scene for probably 3 months minimum. 3 months, that is Hudson 1 and Hudson 2. You got Hudson 1 there, or Hudson 2 there in the corner. Hudson 1 goes right here. I'm working on the scene behind that, and then working my way back towards the Hudson Branch Junction. So I haven't done anything over here. This is pretty tedious stuff, so I'm just kind of holding off once again, because it's been really hot out here, and I can only do so much in the heat. But this week, it's supposed to be pretty nice, mid-70s, and cloudy and rainy, so I should be able to have the windows open and the fan on, be just fine. It's been pretty nice out here the last couple of days. So let me get back to work. All right, so I got the second half glued in here. Worked on the butt crack a little bit. You can see where I filled in the gap with some caulk, and even though there's a little groove there, it will hold dirt and scenic material just fine. Got a couple other spots I can put a few rocks in there, make it look a little bit better. And you come back here, I think it looks pretty decent. Looks pretty decent. There won't be a whole lot of vegetation other than what you see on the cut here. If you go back to photos of the 50s and even the early 60s, mid 60s, before the EPA, they sprayed something on there that just literally killed everything. So I think the way it looks right now is fairly accurate. So leave it like that. Maybe a few rocks here and there, but I think just like this will be just fine. Scene's coming around. So here in the next little segment that I'm gonna bring you back to, I will put some scenic material up on top, and I'll probably plant some trees over on this side, give you a good idea of what it's gonna look like. I've done a lot of ballast work, probably 12, 15 feet, probably 30 feet total between the two tracks, and that's all drying. So hopefully I'll have a run by here at the end of the video. Lots going on. All right, so here's a different chapter of this layout update video. So all this black material I have hanging down here, I'm gonna take this off, and the wood below the foam, part of the frame, I'm just gonna paint that black. I never really liked this drop cloth here, whatever it's even supposed to be called, but I like it in the other room, in the portions where I have it hung up now. I put this up so we could film an episode of a podcast that Dean and I were starting, well, Dean started and included me in, I'll put it that way. And then, things took a weird turn for him. So all that got put on hold for a while. So I put this up just to kind of set the, like build a scene, or not a scene, but like a set, like a studio type of thing, just with some model trains in the background running. And you can go check that out on Thoughts Between the Railheads. So just go to like my videos and do a search, Thought Between the Railheads. You can see that episode. It was pretty good. Dwight was in on it, and we had a good time. But I'm gonna take this down and just gonna paint everything black. This way here I have better access to my models down here, and I got some work to do on the floor in here that I'm gonna be starting here in a couple of months, as soon as the finances get straight, after we get Elvis taken care of and all that stuff. So keep coming back, and I'll show you what this looks like afterwards, and then I'll be painting it maybe later on today. All right, so that's finished, and I got my shadow out here. I got a train running around. These are custom that I did. They did not exist in real life, of course, and there's still some more details to put on there, but I like those locomotives. They're pretty cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and paint the wood trim around, and you can see how taking that off really opens up this room quite a bit. I think that's the main reason I didn't like it, because it made it feel smaller. This room is 12 foot by 3 inches wide, which is 4 meters plus, and it's 26 feet long, which is 6 meters roughly. So it's a pretty decent sized room. This would be a good room just for a shelf layout, especially in scale. This would be incredible shelf, for in scale. But I'm a hoe guy, or a HO guy, and hoe gauge, and everything. So lots of things are gonna happen in here, and a lot of the scenery will be refreshed and updated, since this is like the first area that I started to do scenery. This mountain doesn't look very good at all, but I think I can improve it. So just keep coming back and see what I do with this, and I'm gonna get the paint out and start painting. All right, so I got all the exposed wood painted black now, and this is only the first coat. There's a couple of places where you can see little spots here and there where I missed some, but I was getting kind of tired last night, and I need to tape off this little edge right here and either paint this black or paint it brown. But for the most part, taking down that curtain makes a huge difference. Makes it feel a lot bigger in here, and I'm happy with this. I like the way it looks. So I had planned on tearing this bridge out this month and putting in the permanent bridge. I was getting ready to order the 3D printed bridge and all that stuff, and I had to put it on hold because of Elvis. I'm amazed at how much stuff has happened to me in the last few weeks. That go from being pretty good to I say I'm broke. I'm not broke, but I'm all my bills are paid. I got plenty of food. I'm not broke, but it's just I'm not accustomed to having this little money in the bank, I guess you can put it that way. And I think I'm gonna sell some locomotives here pretty soon, and raise some money. Now, the personal trainer thing, that's going pretty good. I lost a client. This guy literally just quit on me. One day, he said, yeah, I'm going to the gym. I told him I couldn't go with him, so he's gonna have to work out by himself. No problem. I talked to him the day after. He said he didn't go, but he went like the next day. So he took a day off, and then he took the weekend off, and now he's out drinking all the time, because I know a bunch of his friends. So, and I haven't heard from him in 2 weeks. I'm like, all right, so I lost that guy. And then I got another guy that's out on, he had surgery, and I got a feeling he's not coming back, but that's okay. I still got two loyal clients that are very happy with the results, and they're doing great. So I am making some extra money to put towards Elvis's bill, and I don't know if I mentioned this already, but it was about $6,400, and that's a lot of money to me. I mean, hell, $300 is a lot of money to me. So I mean, when I'm dropping money on locomotives and stuff, It's not a one of those instances where I got plenty. It's just, normally I save for stuff, and that's what I think everybody else does. And, my collection that I have over here is not something that I just bought in the last year or so. I literally have locomotives over here that I had when I was a kid, and I'll show you one right now. This old GP9, I had that when I was a kid. That was my father's. This GP35 here was one of my favorites when I was a kid. Had two of them. I had a dummy and a powered locomotive, and my dad sold the powered one, and I was really upset by that. And I think some of these train masters I've had for at least 15, 20 years, and stuff like that. So I have been purchasing locomotives and things since I was a kid, and I assume that's the way most people do it, because these things are expensive, especially the modern ones and all that. But I do have some that can go on the chopping block, and I think they will. But I have all these are all projects. And, well, actually, I got some over here too. So those can be finished up before I need to buy anything else. So I got plenty of material to film for videos, and I've got plenty of work to do that I don't really need to spend any money. It's normally just a DCC installation. So by saving some, it's not hurting the model railroad any. It won't, be detrimental to the videos or the channel or anything like that. It's got plenty of stuff to do, and I can still do that. But it's just, every now and then I get overwhelmed like anybody else. So stuff happens, and that's just life. But let me tell you something I did buy the other day. And I've talked about these little Johnny Lightning trucks before. And this is a Johnny Lightning bus. Now, I can't remember what era this is supposed to be from or what the collectible series is, but this is basically a bus to transport soldiers around for basic training. I think it says AP Hill on the side, or not AP Hill, but Fort Sill. And this is very close to HO scale. And here, let's stick this dude over here. Oh, there's a funny story about this guy too. I'll tell you in a second if I get him to stand up. There we go. So it's about right. It looks good to me. It looks good to me. It's close enough if it's not perfect. But quick story about this guy. I had him standing, and there's nothing on the bottom. I had him standing. I don't know how I got him to stand up. But I got him to stand up one time. And oh, almost got him. Almost got him. Oh, he drunk on the job. But needless to say, I had him standing up and pretty close to this same spot on the road. And normally he'd stand up for about a second or two and then fall down. So I had to take the picture real quick. And then in one picture, I have him literally laying sideways as I caught him in the mid-fall. It was pretty funny. But I got him to stand up one time. And I came in here like a week later, and he was still standing up. And I'm standing here, to use that word too many times in one sentence. I'm standing here looking at him, and I thought, well, that guy's still standing up. That's amazing. And right then he fell over. So you tell me if that's ghost related or paranormal or anything like that, because what are the odds that I looked at it and went, wow, that thing's still standing up. I'm surprised, and he fell over right then. Crazy. Absolutely crazy stuff happens to me. Let's see. I haven't had any ghost issues for a while, so nothing to tell you about there. Oh, let me show you this paint. So all I used was this Krylon Color Max. Not endorsing them. Oh, I'm just telling you what I used. And now this is a quart. I picked it up at Lowe's, and it was probably 10 bucks, maybe 15, something like that. I don't mean to do that. Yeah, there's no price on here. But if you want to screen capture that, they can probably scan it and tell you exactly what it is and tell you how much it costs. All right, so like I said, I got all this painted. And let's go look at what else I painted. And I got paint happy last night. My friend Scott, who's more like my brother, called me, and anytime we get on the phone, we talk like high school girls. So we was on the phone for like an hour and 3 minutes, and while we were talking, I started painting out here as well. So everything, all the black trim above the black curtain, I painted last night. And it does not look as good today as what I thought it was going to look. So once again, I'm going to have to go through and do a bunch of touch up and paint. And this little piece of wood, that's the top of the ladder frame that the foam is glued onto. And I need to go through there and touch all this up. But for now, it will be just fine. I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to come in here and do a bunch of work today to to fix it, but in the next week or so, I probably will. I just have to find my my blue painter's tape and make sure that I got enough of it on hand, and then I'll go through and touch it all up. But it does clean up the look quite a bit, in my opinion. So you can see where I stopped over there under the curve, and it's looking cool. So I mean, it's always, you always have to do something to your model railroad to make improvements, and aesthetically, that is a very simple one to do, is to throw this curtain down there. And this is landscaping material, matter of fact. I got it at Lowe's as well. So, and I just stapled that to the bottom, and I go through with some I think it's called like a shelf edging or something like that. It's a piece of trim, and I staple that underneath as well in certain places to strengthen up the corners and all that. So this side here I still need to do, but on the other side I did. But, and you can see the difference, you know. So I mean, it really kind of cleans everything up, and at some point the majority of the layout will be like this, so when people come over to visit, none of this crap will be visible. And but just don't look underneath, right? It's kind of like your son's bed when he's in high school and you go to his room. Don't look under the bed. You're gonna find some crunchy socks and some well, it used to be porn magazines, but now it's just probably crunchy socks. So if you don't know about crunchy socks, ask your husband, because there are some women that watch this. All right, so I'm going to clean up a little bit, and when I come back, we'll talk about this. Because I have not talked about this yet. At least I don't think I have. So we'll talk about this. All right, so for some reason I think I may have talked about this already, but maybe not. So I really don't like this, but I'm going to do my best to work with it and see what I can do to improve it. I just painted the inside black, painted the inside of this black. I was going to cut this these openings at 1 inch, but I can only find, I think, 1 1/4 is the smallest one I have. And I got a bunch of these hole saws, but I don't know what the hell I've done with them. So I've been working on the house for so long, I got them laying all over the place. But this was the original piece that was going to go here. I cut it, and you can see the mark on the back. And for some reason, I feel like I talked about this, but I must have deleted that video or something, or I don't know. But you can see where I marked it, and I had just literally done this. So it should have been high enough, because this should have been the short side, but it didn't work out very well. So I super glued it back together, and my backup plan is to cut this down again if I can't make this concrete portal thing look decent. So I'm just thinking about putting a bunch of trees, a bunch of rock in here, trees and stuff, and just basically hiding it as much as I can. And I'm not going to do anything back here to the wall at all. There'll be some taller trees on each side to kind of camouflage it. And then I have, it'll be cardboard strips coming down to form, I guess, the hillside, which will blend into the larger mountain, I guess. And hopefully it's all going to blend well and look decent. That's my hopes. But this little opening here is really just because I wanted to have a creek or a little bridge like this, and I had to kind of justify it somehow. And maybe I should have just left it, you know, cut out all the way across and just put a bridge over here. But I didn't want you really to be able to see the other main line. So the way it's going to be set up in my mind, the way I envision it is, you'll still be able to see the train coming down grade or going up grade, so you can follow your train around the layout. But if the train's not there, I don't want you to realize there's a main line up there. So I'll end up doing my best to camouflage that. But I don't know. Now I'm gonna tinker with that a little bit this week and see what I can come up with. And well, yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna tinker with it, see what I can come up with. So let's walk around here and I'll show you what else I've been working on. We'll give you the sky view here. Oh, let me tell you the epiphany I had. So this whole side here, I should have done it to match the side with the scenery on it and had scenery here, and that would have made this entire scene so much better. But maybe in the future we'll make a removable piece or something like that up here, but we'll see. If I ever make the magazines and stuff, we'll check that out. Okay, so I'm mocking up this tunnel portal, and I got this these pieces of foam stacked up. I got one more piece of foam to stack up there, and then I'm gonna take a piece of Luan and glue to the curve on the top of that hill, and then I will have it cut at you know, random shapes to form a ridge line, and then I think that will get the proper height that I want, be able to blend a little bit and prevent you from standing on this side of the layout and seeing the yard and the engine complex and turntable complex and all that over here. But that's my plan. I'm gonna work on that some more this week, and then I will figure out the rest. I bought a 4x8 sheet of foam the other day, and I may just start stacking foam up, to be honest. It's gonna be expensive, but I think time-wise it will save a lot of time from cutting strips, gluing strips, crisscrossing strips, making the lattice work, putting the plaster sheeting on there, and all that. I think I might just go foam. And you know, price-wise, I think it might come out to be about the same, but time-wise, I think I can do it faster. So, I mean, really don't have a time crunch or anything, but I would like to get this portion of the layout done, and then I can concentrate on redoing the lights in the roundhouse and the whisker tracks and the ballast around there and all that. But I think that's what I might do. So if you ever made a huge mountain out of foam, let me know in the comments. And maybe I'm getting in too much over my head, I don't know, but let me know. So everything else is coming along really well, really happy, and I cannot say enough how much I enjoy coming over to this area of the layout and just using my imagination of what it's going to look like when it's finished. And for the most part, it's coming out about the way that I wanted. And I was planning on putting some trees and stuff on top of this cut on this little hill. There's my finger. I'm a professional. And but I haven't done that yet. I've been just real busy with stuff, doing everything else but that, because I guess I'm stalling. But I think it looks good. I like this angle right here. I think when the trains roll through here, it looks really good. And I mean, just right there, you have buildings and signals and a grade going up. And I think I've done a good job of hiding all of that. And when you look this way, all that stuff in the middle of the screen will be hidden. And I think it's gonna look pretty cool and blend in with the sky and everything. The only thing that really ruins the scene is the white ceiling. And I've actually contemplated painting it blue as well, but then the lights would mess up, and that would probably be really overkill. But you know, when I have an overabundance of money and I have nothing left to do, I'll paint it. But until then, it's probably just gonna stay the way it is. But that would be a pretty cool idea. I should have done that at the beginning, and then I wouldn't be where I'm at now. So plan accordingly, y'all. Well, that's all I got. Short video after this is the dogs outside playing. Are the dogs outside not playing? Not is. What's wrong with me? But I got the all three boys are out there, the big boys as we call them. The two rescue Danes that we've picked up in the last 4 months, and then Elvis. And he's coming around and doing pretty well. So y'all check that part out, and thank you for watching. Hey everybody, here's a dog update. These two. So these are our two rescues, and they are absolutely thriving right now. Y'all need to stop. All right. They got up here by Elvis too. He got all fuzzed up. We're not playing. So Elvis is, oh my goodness. Every single night they're like this. So Elvis is doing better. This is supposed to be about him, but somebody's all hyped up. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. It's like this all day long. Okay, so Elvis is doing a whole lot better. You can see he's okay, now that's enough. Now get. Now you can see his yes, you can see his stomach is all shaved. Now you guys are not cooperating at all. Here, come here. Hold still. Hold still. You can see his scar is, seriously. You see his scar is doing a lot better. And this really looks like it's 100%, but there's a lot of healing going on inside. His bladder was weak for the last past, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. He was like dribbling everywhere and in diapers, and he's doing a whole lot better now. So I'd like to thank everybody who donated, and I think we've reached $1,400 or something like that, and that really helps a lot going towards that $6,500 bill. So if you would care to donate to help us take care of him and our other rescues, really appreciate it. Link will be in the description. No sir, do not run. And we thank you a whole lot, man. It's been very humbling. Erik Earnest, EarnestTrains.com, he's donated money. Jeff Labombard donated. Ted Heinbach, Rod Bates with Bates Locomotives Works. Now this guy, you need to go check out Bates Locomotive Works on Facebook. Absolutely incredible work that he does, and Rod's a great guy. And and so many other people have donated. My friend Todd. Oh my goodness, so many people that I don't even know. I can't even remember everybody's names, but we thank you all very much. So please help us out, and that's all I can say is thank you, and you'll have my undying appreciation for the rest of my days. Thank you.